Peace, this your man, Honorable October 9 from the Art of Thinking Out Loud, Live, Common Sense Analytics, Cincinnati's most controversial critical thinker. Y'all already know. You know what it is again. YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? We big in these YouTube streets as far as running them. So we out again, and we kind of picking up where we left off with one of my favorite content creators, as well as teachers, my man, BRO Sanchez. Shout out to BRO Sanchez. And we gonna pick up from the discussion that we had in the last video, where we were talking about this world war that's going on outside of the whole Diddy situation, because everybody seems to be caught up on the Diddy situation, and who's going to be on the list and all of that. I got one coming up. We'll discuss all of that because I found a couple videos talking about those lists and all of that, and I happen to have a little bit extra info I can kind of add to that. But getting back on subject, as I was saying, we're picking up where we left off in the last video with my man, BRO Sanchez, where he was talking about the current world war that's going on that nobody is really paying attention to. Iran attacks Israel. And if you were keeping up with the last video, then we discussed about the airstrikes and how they aren't using ground troops and soldiers. Everything is just like planes shooting down missiles, and they're actually attacking civilian places, cities, bus stations, and places like that. Places where you have women and children, which is completely outside of what's deemed legal and ethical in warfare. I'll use that word, ethical. But we're going to let my man, BRO Sanchez, go in, and he's going to break down further from where we were in the last video, just talking about this current world war that nobody's really paying attention to. But what it is it looks like America is like three niggas in the club about to get jumped by the whole club. But check this out.
So the port strikes is all tied up into the war situation too. It's a lot going on in the world, and people in my city are buying up toilet paper, they buying up water. And I'm gonna say this, that is a placebo reaction to the big events that's going on in the world.
Facts.
Buying water and buying toilet paper make people feel safe.
Right.
After they stock up with water and toilet paper, they feel like, okay, now I can sleep real good at night, and you're wrong.
Right.
I recommend you stock up on guns and bullets than anything.
Bang,
in
bang.
A real live scenario, if a war broke out and things got out of hand and there was no law enforcement and all that, and it became a third world situation in America, the people that's more heavily armed are going.
Hey, I already know what he about to say. Let me tell you something. Y'all running y'all goofy asses out to the grocery stores buying up all the damn toilet paper. Hell, you gonna do shit on yourself? Scared you're gonna shit on yourself? But you go out and buy all the water and toilet paper. But you ain't thinking about the fact that all it take is one nigga with a 22. Pull a gun on you, can take all of your water and toilet paper. So what you need to be going out doing is you need to be going out and buying yourself some protection, and then going to the range, taking the classes and the courses. I got a couple of books. I wonder, matter of fact, hold up. Told y'all I got books about everything. Look, here's a book I found. See if you can see it. It's called Pistol Shooting. And it basically talks about, like, how to hold a gun, how to clean a gun, how to shoot a gun, how you should operate a pistol, the difference between automatics and pistols, Glocks, semi-automatics, a lot of stuff that people don't know because we see guns on television and it's like, we just think all you do is put the bullets in and shoot. Like, you don't know a gun has weight. A gun feels a certain way in your hand. Each gun is different, everything. So what I would personally recommend is that you go and, you know what, I'll say this. I think everybody should go to take classes on self-defense, hand-to-hand self-defense, as well as with weapons, not just guns, how to use knives, how to use other objects. But I think that it's essential that we all know how to do this because, man, this shit about to be up. We keep having power outages. We keep having stuff happen. I just had a power outage. My power was just out for the whole weekend, this past weekend, from Friday at like 2:30 until like damn Sunday at 2:30. So, and just with that, just those 2 days, really, those 2 days actually felt like an eternity. And I think that that was kind of something to like wake me up and to kind of make me take things a little more serious. So that's why I value my time a lot more. And I'm going to keep giving you content every time I can think about something that, I feel like I should give commentary on, or we should maybe discuss. I'm going to jump on that because time is of the essence, and we're losing a lot of elders. We're losing a lot of other people. Man, folks is getting up out of here. Folks are getting up out of here. My mom transitioned this year. You know what I'm saying? Rise in power to my mom. My mom transitioned this year, along with a lot of other people. So, I just want y'all to really take your life, take your family, take your property and everything you've done thus far. Take it all serious. Go out, sit in those classes, learn how to operate a gun, learn the weight of a gun, learn how to clean a gun, take it apart, put it back together, learn how to shoot, different types of guns. And then once you find something that you feel comfortable with, purchase you a gun. Legally purchase you a gun. Do everything by the book. Legally purchase you a gun. And go to the range as often as possible so you get as comfortable with that as you can. And then if you can find any type of classes, any type of courses where you have people who teach maybe like self-defense, even if you have a gun, like maybe how to pull that gun faster, how to turn, shoot, pivot, everything. Take those courses. We're living in those type of times. Real shit. I wouldn't be telling you shit. Man, you see, I ain't even got my glasses on. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all looking into my eyes. Man, get your ass a blick. Get your ass a blick and learn how to use that shit. But I'm going to let my man Sanchez go back in.
Third world situation in America, no law enforcement up on guns and bullets than anything.
Check it out.
I recommend you stock up on guns and bullets than anything. In a real live scenario, if a war broke out and things got out of hand and there was no law enforcement and all that, and it became a third world situation in America, The
Facts.
people that's more heavily armed are gonna have the most resources.
Ain't that what I
don't
said?
care how much water you bought, you just bought it for somebody else who got the most guns.
Run that shit.
And I'm gonna tell you, so do not think you're secure with water and tissue. You need to be going to the gun range while you still can, getting your aim right. You need to be working out. You need to be saying how much I can go out in a day and not indulge in luxuries and training yourself to already be. Because I'm gonna tell you something, homeless people gonna really be straight. They already used to the kind of lifestyle that the average American will go to if something broke out. Let me tell you
Facts.
something.
Facts.
Buying up water ain't gonna make you safe. But here's what I recommend. Buying you some land with a well on it.
Facts.
Now you're talking.
There you go.
If you really want to prepare and you got enough money to do it, you got the children, you got all this stuff, you really serious about preparing yourself, get some land right now.
Y'all know what? I used to always say shit like that, like little transparent moment. Like I said, for those who are watching this that aren't from my hometown, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. Proud, born and raised. This shit flows through me. It's in my DNA. And if you ever see any type of documentaries about quote unquote big boys in this city and stuff like that and everything, I know them. The reason I know them is because a lot of them dealt with like music and things like that. And I've had the privilege and the honor, which I want to thank all of y'all. I want to thank my man Dante Payne. I want to thank my man FM Duke. You know what I'm saying, for allowing me into their families on Impact Entertainment, as well as, you know, BTC Coalition, Black Tribe Coalition, my man FM Duke, my nigga Punchy, Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I thank people like that for allowing me the opportunity to, you know, express myself musically, sonically, have my voice out there with other talented artists from Cincinnati. But my point is this. We have to look at things on a deeper level now. We have to take our lives more serious. It's like everything that we did up until now was like preparation and practice, basically. All the rapping, all the going to clubs, all the fights that you had, the fact that you're still around right now, all of that shit's for a purpose. But you have to decide how your destiny plays out by the decisions you make, basically. That's the reason I tell everybody, stay out the way, judge wisely. Take your ass to the gun store and to the range. Go get the classes, learn how to shoot, learn everything that you need to know about the gun. I just showed you one of my books. I've done that shit twice on y'all. I pulled The Art of War out, and I pulled a book out about, you know what I'm saying, weapons. And on another podcast, I pulled out another book about, you know, how the small hats financed the Nazi situation. But that's something else completely. But we're about to go back into Sanchez for a minute because I'm rambling now because my mind starts to, you know, just information starts evacuating my brain. But we going back into my nigga Sanchez.
Now, if you think something gonna happen, You need some land you can dig on right now. You already too late, so you got to do this now. And what are we
Facts.
digging? We're digging a bunker. We're digging underground bunkers. If rich people were to now take land and start building bunkers and renting them out during a war, they would come out of the war multimillionaires. Did you know that?
Y'all know what? Just side note. That goes back to, if you watched the previous video to this, I spoke about how people like Elon Musk, Rick Ross, and others are now heavily invested into bunkers. Matter of fact, speaking on like Elon Musk, if you follow me on Facebook, which I want to thank everybody right now for the like 120,000 plus followers. I mean, man, I'm overjoyed. But if you follow me for my reels and my live streams, as I'm doing now, but I did a reel that I found on like Instagram. I repurposed it. It was Gayle King riding with Elon Musk, and they were in his underground tunnels. See, y'all think Elon's main operation is like Tesla and like Neuralink and shit like that. Nah, man, Elon is underground because he know what you don't know. I ain't even gonna go all into that right now, but all I'm gonna say is we gonna discuss underground. Like I told my man Grizz, Cincinnati sits on top of several other civilizations and cities. But we're gonna go back into Sanchez and we're gonna talk about how if you got a little money and you a dope boy or whatever you was doing, if you somebody who just have a little bread because you invested your money, whatever, you should not just be investing into like land. You should be investing into trying to find land that maybe has water so you can have a well. That way you now have a resource. But I'm going to let Sanchez break it down.
If there was a company that made war bunkers for huge populations and civilians, but you know why no one want to capitalize off of that multi-billion-dollar idea? Because if the purpose of war is depopulation, why would you be trying to save lives?
Thank you.
You trying to buy water up off the shelves, you need to be buying wells. You need to be buying land near running water.
Basically, I'm going to tell you something. What he's basically telling you is this. You're buying water and toilet paper. You're buying perishable items when you should be investing into resources, especially if you have a little change. Because since we seem to live in this era where it's like everybody monkey see, monkey do, you know what I'm saying? I want to show you what I got. Show me what you got too. It's like everybody got a little money. So if you got a little money, then you need to be investing wisely. As y'all hear me say often, judge wisely. Meaning, don't just go buy something to like, you know what I'm saying, impress somebody at the club or just like, you know what I'm saying, impress social media. No, we living in a time where you need to make investments into what is going to be a benefactor in your family's survival and how they go forth from here. Real shit. I ain't got no glasses on, boy. I'm looking right at you niggas. Let's go back into Sanchez.
And protecting that land. If some break out right now, once your water run out, guess what you're going to have to do? Go and find fresh water.
Just like on BMF. She cut my water off. Them niggas cut that water off. It gets ugly.
And the people who already occupying them lands with the wells and the lakes and the fresh water, them gonna be the new Aquafina companies. Them gonna be the new water suppliers of the entire population. It can change overnight. Once you drink up all your bottled water, that's it for Aquafina, Coca-Cola, and all them. Ain't nobody bottling up water during a damn World War III, man. Them rich people gonna be underground in bunkers.
What I just tell y'all, I just told you. They made a movie called Don't Look Up. Y'all ain't even ready for that yet. They made a movie called Don't Look Up with multiple meanings. Don't look up meaning they know that you're doing stuff like this. You're looking down at your phone. Don't look up. And they also don't want you to look up anything substantial. Don't look up anything substantial online. Told y'all, I ain't them other niggas. Cincinnati's most controversial. Back to my man Sanchez, though.
And you're gonna have to have your own bunkers and resources.
Facts.
Just like them, they're gonna have. See, there's a lot of land that got underground rivers and lakes.
Yes.
And these rich people got a lot of that land. You know why that's valuable?
Yes.
If some break out and there's radiation outside, you
hold up. Since he brought up land grabs, hell, we could take this back to the whole Bill Cosby situation. I link shit together because correlations correlate. What was Bill Cosby's situation partly about? The fact that they wanted to go under his house because they said that there was oil there. Let me tell y'all something about that. Wherever you have oil underground, there's usually another resource. I'll leave that right there. And I'm in no way saying Bill Cosby didn't do all the shit he did. No, not saying that at all. I'm just saying niggas make themselves easy targets when there's already a target on your head. At least learn how to dodge, duck, move. Sanchez.
You can be underground in your underground bunker for decades if you got enough supplies.
Right.
You can grow trees under there.
Right.
It's like a cave system.
And let me tell y'all something. Hold up. Why he said that? When he said you can live for years underground in your bunker, you can grow trees. There's like a cave system. Shout out to my man Yaki Awaken, because he was talking about this app where you can actually download synthetic sunlight. So basically what I'm getting at is this. They have been preparing us for a whole new reality for a while. See, I know y'all have heard terms like transhumanism. You've heard terms like Borg. You've heard other things like that. I'll just say this, and then I'm going to let Sanchez go back in for a minute, and then I'm going to close it out. This war you're seeing, this current war, this ain't people, regular people. Nah, not the actual war. The actual war, this thing that we all use every day, so-and-so GPT, this I, you know, this artificial smarts. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all looking for the aliens to be little green men coming out the sky? You've been invaded.
You can have a whole ecosystem and a simulated sun up under there and free from radiation. And you can get your water from an underground river.
Tell them.
Fresh water from an underground aquifers and rivers that won't be contaminated like the water on the surface. You got to ask yourself, there has been so many times that there have been apocalyptic moments happen on the earth. And one thing we find common is that the poor people get obliterated. The population on earth reduces down to a few million.
Facts. And I'm glad he brought that up because what it does is it puts me in the mind that our existence, whatever we're on, for those of y'all who think that we're on a ball, a plane, we know better. But I believe that, and I've come to the conclusion that we're all being played on every level. See, y'all think when I say that, and I broke that down into the most layman terms as I could, we all being played. You don't know who you are. It's like if you're a so-called African American, you don't know that like less than 5% of the population, 10% of the quote unquote black population is even African. Most of y'all are from right here in America. You're indigenous to here like I am. I got family members that have photos in United States archives as natives. So when they talk this African American stuff and everything, I just kind of, I know I'm not an African. They're our cousins. But this whole world is an illusion. And the reason I say that it's an illusion is because an illusion holds parts of what's actually true, but it has a distorted truth. So it's up to you to basically learn how to not just navigate your way through this reality, but you have to become the author of your own narrative. But I just wanted to kind of let my man BRO Sanchez go in a little bit from our previous video, and he did a great job with the clips I use in this particular video, which I'm able to then, you know what I'm saying, expound on the things I did. And I just want to say, man, shout out to my man BRO Sanchez, because you're on point. But this your man, Honorable October 9, Art of Thinking Out Loud, Live. Cincinnati's most controversial, critical thinker, standing on business, watching the world. Nothing is by happenstance. Our entire world can be readily viewed as long as you use your common sense. Don't ever let them take your common sense.